match of the Super Metroid Double Anti-Bingo Tournament starting right now. And we've got quite a spicy card up here on the screen. The winner of this match will move on to play Feral 5X in the losers finals of this tournament. And the winner of that match will go on to face Stravaris in the grand finals of this entire tournament. So we are down to the cream of the crop here. And it looks like these players have gotten started. WildAnaconda has forced column 2 upon Hilborn, and Hilborn has forced row 1 on WildAnaconda69.
Yeah, both are pretty tough, but I think column 2 is the worst. Why don't you go over row 1 first? And then I'll run down column 2.
Sure, yeah, we were talking beforehand, and we were thinking about column 2, and so... Anyways, row 1 is pretty interesting here. Fully exploring the wreck ship can be quite a time consumption, so we see that as one of the objectives that Wild will have to complete. 100-plus missiles, that's a lot of missiles. And collecting space jump and skipping high jump boots, so... Without high jump, your movement is very slow, and having to go all the way to Dragon to collect space jump, that can be quite the task. So I can see already quite a bit of time sink in this. 4+ energy tanks and 15+ power bombs, not too bad. Those are pretty easy to get. And Criteria Super Missile does require Speed Booster or Blue Suit if Wild chooses to do so for whatever reason. So that does require a little backtracking. You got to go through Brinstar, go to Norfair, collect that Speed Booster, and then come back to Criteria at some point just to get that Super Missile pack.
All right.
I am not.
Yeah, he's frozen for us.
I see buffering now.
Yeah, same here.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Looks like Hilborn's having some trouble streaming his gameplay, but hopefully we can get that for you soon. But I think these guys are racing right now, so hopefully
yeah, I'd assume he's playing and just hopefully he'll have a chance during an elevator or something soon to quickly hit the disconnect and reconnect button.
So what does Hilborn have to do, Janice?
So Hilborn also has to collect 100 missiles. That is the shared thing between the two rows. It's just a lot of collection, not the worst thing in the world. Finish near Spazer, or finish near a beam upgrade. Depending on routing, it could be pretty bad. It could be really out of the way, or it could be really simple. 40+ power bombs is one of the big ones here, though. You have to pick and choose which ones you're not going to get. Most likely it'll be lower Norfair ones, and he'll go and collect everything else, but that's still running all over ZBs. Collect only one of Varia or Gravity, that one's pretty easy, and then collect Ice Beam and skip Speed Booster. So the reason Alucard and I were talking so much about this column is collect Ice Beam and skip Speed Booster actually locks out 5 different rows. He cannot collect the Criteria Super Missile, so he can't do row 1, column 5, or bottom left to top right. He also cannot visit the critters, so he cannot do row 2 or column 3. And then the finish in square also locks out a further 2, so he cannot do column 4 or row 3. So his options are very limited on top of a ton of collection.
It's a really daunting forced column here. Now, there are some outs if he does want to try to do some of these objective speed booster lists. He could grab Blue Suit from Dragon and actually make his way to any of these objectives. So it is an option, but it could be very slow.
Yeah, it can be.
It's very unlikely that we're going to see it, but it is possible.
Yeah.
You basically have to Crystal Flash at Dragon to get a yellow suit, and then kill Dragon with that yellow suit, because it's only a suit that you can use for the room there, and collect blue suit, and then you can walk around in blue suit for days. But then if you lose that along the way, then you're just done. You gotta reset. So it's very unlikely we're gonna see that, but it is a possibility, which is interesting.
Yep. The good news about the collect Ice Beam and skip speed booster is it does give the free square of collect only one of Ice Beam or speed booster. So he could do column 1. And that would make the 40 power bombs maybe a little easier. So I think that would mean, yeah, not having to go into Meridia. So it really depends. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here.
So unfortunately, it looks like Hilborn is still having some trouble with his stream, even restarting it. So not quite sure how to approach this, but we do see Wild. He is heading over to get these first supers. It'll be interesting to see if he does decide to grab the reserve tank, because 2+ is an objective here.
Yeah, I could see that. Finishing an elevator, space jump, X-ray scope isn't that much more to add to what he has.
And of course, he's grabbing these missiles for his 100+.
Yep. It looks like we have Hilborn's stream, and he is at Bomb Terizo.
Excellent.
And of course, after I mentioned that, there's a little bit of buffering, but hopefully it'll be better than it was.
Yeah, I mean, his timer is behind, so he's not as far behind as it seems.
Yep. So Wild shot the ball for the reserve tank and then left it there. Classic Wild.
Classic Wild. He's not going to pick up things that he doesn't need. That's what we've seen throughout this entire race, and it has done him well for the most part. He only had one falter in this entire race. Obviously, it's double elimination, so that makes sense why he's here. But this is the end of this whole tournament, so he's done a lot of things to get here, including he got the fastest time in the tournament, a sub 30-minute time in the last race he did against JR Nagas.
Yeah, and that one was impressive. Alright, looks like he's going to be grabbing these middle pink missiles right away. Already a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, 100 missiles is a lot. Like, that's 20 packs of missiles. You got to pick up pretty much everything along the way if you don't want to go out of your way later.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you might even have to. Like, the one benefit about the 40+ power bombs tile is you have to go everywhere anyway. That it makes it a lot easier to just pick up missiles on the way. Still no short amount of collection, but...
Right. But we see him here with a 35 max at the moment, so he's making good progress on it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
There are a lot of missile packs clustered together early on, though.
And I think we will likely see him head down Red Tower because he needs to get Speed Booster. And there he goes. In order to get those Criteria Super Missiles. So I think this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And it should allow him to grab some extra health, like another E-Tank or something, before heading over to the wreck ship. Because fully exploring the wreck ship without any suit can be very dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I believe item fanfare is 6 seconds.
It is. I think it's a little bit more than that, technically.
Yeah, it's probably 6 and a quarter, so...
Yeah. But most people say it's just about 6 seconds.
Yeah. Which, when you're collecting 140 plus items, that time adds up. Yep, Wild is going right to Kraid.
Now, since he does have to collect space jump and skip high jump boots, I think that pretty much eliminates column 2 and row 4 for Wild here. So I'm going to check this off. Collect only one of Varia suit or gravity suit, but it's very likely that he's going to get gravity here. Especially with having to fully explore the wreck ship anyways. Wouldn't make a lot of sense.
I wouldn't be... Like, I really hope he doesn't jump over gravity and then spend too much time trying to get the ocean missile again. But it would be hilarious to see him run that back.
It would be hilarious, but then he'd have to do suitless Meridia without high jump, and I think that's not a good option for him.
I mean the missile underwater on in Criteria.
Oh, I understand. I mean, I think in that race he was just trying to go fast.
Yeah, so he was, but then it ended up...
But he paid for it.
Yeah. That was just great.
And we do see Wild picking up this Kraid E-Tank. Remember, he is forced to get 4 energy tanks, so might as well pick this one up. It's pretty easy to get along the way. He'll grab one here before high jump as well.
Ah, yes, you did mark these things for...
Well, I don't know where...
yeah.
Okay, my mistake.
Yep. Oh, it happens. It's hard, because we can't see on the... We're using multi-choice, so we can't see the colored boxes for the... So we have to go and double-check again to make sure who we're marking it for. Looks like Wild just ran in and got the energy tank, and then skedaddled from high jump.
Too.
Oh, he did go in and grab the missiles? Alright.
And remember, he does have to skip that high jump, so that's why he didn't go get it.
Yep.
Since he is doing row 1.
Bomb jump. Really clean double bomb jump, too. Quite impressive.
Very nice. Grabbing these lava missiles, not a bad idea. It's right on the way.
Yep.
And he is making his way over towards Speed Booster now. And potentially Wave if he wants it. But that would uncheck his objective here. And looking at his... Oh, actually, he has 3 energy tanks and 30 missiles.
Oh, yep. Yes, he does. I believe he's at 50 missiles by my count, or right around there.
He's exactly at 50 by my count.
Yep. So halfway there already. Has to duck into the save room to make it up to...
There's no way he would use that to save. Let's be clear here.
Oh, yeah. Again, I think the only thing I've seen him save for is Green Gate Glitch, and that's it.
Indeed. So he's off to collect Speed Booster. He'll probably grab another missile pack here. So maybe he's going for column 3. I think that would be very synergistic with what he has to do since he has to fully explore the wrecked ship anyways. He can grab those 10 wrecked ship super missiles. You know, Speed Booster lets him visit the critters.
Oh yeah, he can climb up. Yeah, I think I know exactly what his pathing is going to be to after getting... Well, he has to get space jump, so he has to go back around a little bit.
He'll probably just do kind of like an any percent route, basically, without.
I think he's going to end at space jump. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to definitely end at space jump because that's just so time consuming in terms of where he needs to go here.
So what he's going to do is he's going to go after he gets speed booster. Yeah, he's just going to go right back up red tower. Collect the 2 power bombs there.
Probably get criteria power bomb.
No, he only needs 15, and he's going to be down by the critters anyway.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, that would be super free.
So yeah, so he's going to explore the wrecked ship, get gravity suit.
Now, curiously, he is going towards wave.
Maybe,
but maybe he's just picking up the missiles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just grabbing the missiles and leaving. He's at 60 now, I believe. No, he's going for wave.
Going for it. Interesting.
Huh. Yeah, he doesn't have anything up on his stream that would suggest what other one he's doing. So I wonder what his plan is here, because that looked like it would have been.
Maybe he didn't get the reserve in Brinstar. I was like thinking maybe he's doing like BLTR or something like that.
Yeah.
He could be doing TLBR. Now that's an interesting option.
Oh yeah, double the space jump and wrecked ship. Radium map stations free. Oh yeah.
He just has to go to Plasma after he beats Dragon, and then he can be done. Yeah, or Spazer. I think Plasma's probably closer, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So now he is leaving Norfair.
Yeah, I think Plasma's the closer beam, and then the Criteria Brinstar elevator at Red Tower is the faster elevator. Maybe. I don't know. It's always weird, like those little differences. Yeah, finishing at Plasma is definitely quick. Probably, yeah, top left to bot right. I think that's less backtracking.
Definitely makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's a lot less backtracking.
Yes, technically, Wild does have this tile. I mean, even column 1 isn't that bad for him, but I mean, he didn't get those Brinstar missile recharge stations, and I think TLBR is faster, so this makes sense. Looks like he's trying to charge a Shine Spark here, which is really cool. To get back up Red Tower because he doesn't have high jump or ice beam, so he'd have to bomb jump up there.
Yeah, even with double bomb jumping, it's a lot faster. Yeah.
Very nicely executed. Unfortunately, we have a slideshow from Hilborn over here. So it's very difficult to gauge his progress. But it looks like he's working towards, 13 minutes behind, working towards getting those early supers.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell where he's actually at, unfortunately. Yep, Hilborn has now made it to Brinstar.
And Wild picking up these first power bombs and the missile behind, importantly, puts him at a grand total of 65. He should be making his way into this side hopper room to get one more pack.
Nice Shine Spark to kill the side hopper. Yeah, these are really easy power bombs to pick up. Right along the way. Yeah, with this other route that he's going, he'll probably get... What's the third power bomb pack? That'd be the easiest to get.
The critters, as you mentioned.
Well, if he's going top left to
but if
bottom
he's
right,
going
then
top
it
left to
wouldn't be the
bottom,
critters. Yeah.
then maybe it's criteria power bombs.
Yeah, that might be. It's not out of the way. And if he wants to save and, well, not save, but if he wants to refill at the ship.
Well, he has to get criteria super missile anyways. So like
That's true. So he will have to go over that way, probably right after Wreck Ship here.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna spark across, grab these missiles along the way. Pretty good option.
Yeah. So he's already 7/10 of the way to the missile count.
Electing to save a little bit of health here and just jump across. Makes a lot of sense when you don't have high jump anyways. You don't have to de-equip anything. High jump makes those jumps like very, very difficult.
Yeah, and it is quite a little bit of...
Wild, interestingly, going to the save station here early, so he probably has no intention of saving later.
Of saving, yeah. Knowing Wild, he definitely wouldn't save.
And very likely his final E-tank that he'll need for his row 1, column 4 objective will be the wreck ship energy tank.
It'll probably be Batoon, actually, because he has to go to Dragon. Yeah, it's the Shine Sparking itself damages you, not going into a wall.
You might be right. I guess he could get that tile without even heading over to that statue.
Yeah, because since he has to collect Space Jump anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get, like, the Batoon E-Tank is right there.
Right.
Otherwise, yeah, I would say Wrecked Ship is pretty easy too.
So here's Fantoon, lands the first X Factor on him. Really nicely done there. Another good reason to go pick up Wave.
Yeah.
Adds a lot of damage.
Yeah, it makes Fantoon a lot quick. Well, maybe not a lot quicker, but probably more consistent to 2-round than Dopplering. And there he goes, landing the second X Factor.
Very
Great
nice.
Fantoon fight.
Yeah, he missed the first shot in round 2, but he recovered pretty quickly.
Yep. And Hilborn has picked up his first Super Missile pack.
I would assume so. Oh yeah, there he goes.
I mean, he's probably picked up a lot more, I would hope. It's just we haven't seen it yet, unfortunately.
Right, and with his route, you know, you would expect him to go to the wreck ship first.
Presumably, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't. He has to skip Speed Booster anyways.
Yeah, and he's probably not going to get.
He can only collect one suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wild dipping into this super missile room, not picking up the super missiles, but grabbing the map square here. Needs to make sure he heads into the other super missile room on the other side. Does decide to pick these up because they'll be pretty helpful for Batoon.
Yep. Yeah, because I think it's an X Factor and 6 super missiles to 1 round Batoon.
That's right. And here he goes towards the wreck ship energy tank. So this could be a very scary situation, but he's used to this.
Yeah.
Being a well-known 100% runner.
Yeah.
Makes it through there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could see him just picking up the E-Tank here. It'll be interesting. There's the Batoon one right on the way, too, so...
It might just be useful as like a health refill, honestly.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. I mean, we'll see you very shortly here.
Well, he jumped in the water.
So he still has to get a square there, so we'll see.
And maybe he wanted to take some damage first and then refill all this energy afterwards.
Could
Based on
be.
the spikes.
No, he's not grabbing the E-Tank. Yeah, just the way he jumped on the edge of that platform.
He has explored it all.
Yep. Oh, wild.
Oh, he's going back.
No, he's going back.
I mean, having that energy for shine sparks and such can be
it'll
really
speed
handy.
things up.
Yeah.
There
And since he
goes. Yeah,
doesn't
must
have
just
high
missed
jump,
the
it's very easy to actually get across there because you have speed booster and no high jump. Actually makes that jump a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because your jump height is lowered a fair amount. So you won't bonk into the ceiling. Oh wait, he doesn't have that. Needs one more power bomb pack.
Yep.
And again, I expect it to be criteria power bombs, but maybe he'll surprise us.
Yeah, it seems like the fastest ones to get. Meridia's out of the way. Pretty much all the Norfair ones are out of the way. He might get one of the Brinstar ones, but
He could, but he doesn't really need to double back into Brinstar other than just like to get to
get to Meridia.
And he is heading on back towards these attic missiles. Very important.
Yep, and he needs the tile anyway.
Well, that's the most important part about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's even going to collect them, but he probably will.
Oh, they're right here. Yeah, they're right here. I don't see why
he can clip through these worker robots.
Yeah. I believe he is at 80. So Hilborn is picking up the Brinstar reserve tank.
And he's going to get these upper bowling tiles.
Yep.
Speed booster makes this a lot easier than just doing the mid-air morphs.
Looks like he charged up a Shine Spark. Oh, he's going to go and grab the missiles here. No reason not to. He just needs 3 more missile packs here.
Yeah, these are pretty easy to collect at this point. Looks like he's going to grab these ones. Does a running super missile shot there. That one's actually pretty tricky to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll probably grab the ones in the water after grabbing gravity because they're right there.
Yeah, those are pretty convenient, and then he just needs to grab one more somewhere. He could just grab the one here at bowling, but I think that's a little bit slow. I'm sure he could find something in Meridia that would be a little bit faster. Maybe just Main Street. Yeah. Nice bowling spark as well.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That's a pretty hard spark to pull off if you're not used to it.
Oh, he has to explore this area anyways. He is going to get these missiles.
Oh, yeah. Right. Of course. Yeah, no reason not to. Yeah, he'll have 100 once he grabs the ones down in the water then.
Yep. And by doing that unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, collecting an extra objective here. Decides to shine spark all the way up, interestingly, and fall back down.
Probably faster than wall jumping since he happens to have speed booster.
You really just have to jump straight up. I mean, you might, maybe without high jump, you need to do one wall jump. But anyways, he has explored the wreck ship fully. Very nice.
Yep, and he has both suits. So he can uncheck that one. And now has 100 missiles.
So it probably feels good to him that he's just knocked out those missiles at this point, because he can just focus on getting stuff done, just knocking the things off one at a time on his objectives.
Yeah, he just has to grab a super missile, a power bomb, space jump, a map station, and finish a plasma, presumably.
So it looks like he's going to take a refill here, interestingly. I guess maybe just checking his totals. And
did not save.
Yeah, did not save, but probably looks like not going towards the criteria power bombs. Interesting. He could be getting these retro Brinstar power bombs since he's coming.
Yeah, that was my guess. Would be the other one. Yeah, it was either between criteria or the Brinstar ones. This makes sense. He'll be near the area here, so.
I think it's about a wash, because you kind of end up at the top of this room.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to kind of fall back down and then
nice
go down the elevator
boost to get over.
But very nice.
The bingo board is different for every single match, Slim Chance. It's always a random one.
That's why these matches are so exciting, because you get to see something brand new every single time.
Yep. You get to see all sorts of weird and different routing differences. There's so many ways to explore this game.
Yeah, I mean, this tournament in particular definitely pushes that envelope quite a bit and kind of exposes Super Metroid for how open of a game it is and what kind of tricks you need to pull off in order to accomplish certain objectives. Because based on what items you have currently, major items in particular, it really opens up a lot of different paths for you. All right, so he has 4 energy tanks and 15 power bombs. So now he just really needs to beeline it to Meridia. He's going to probably grab the map station. Now, he could potentially, if he wants to end at Spazer, he could get the Meridia map station on the way out. That could be faster.
Yeah,
we'll have to see how he decides to do it.
I think if he was going to do it that way, he would have potentially just gotten the Meridia power bombs on the way down there, too.
That's fair.
It's hard to say what's faster or not, but I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's more fun to collect plasma anyways.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't have to collect it, but why not? Okay, so he's heading towards the map station now, very clearly.
Missed his second running super missile. Those are pretty hard to land.
So there's the Meridia map station for Wild. So now he's just going to make his way over towards Dragon and then head to Plasma, or I'm guessing Plasma. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think Plasma's a little bit faster. especially with actually having space jump. It'll be interesting to see if he does the if he gets the plasma spark.
It'd probably be very difficult without high jump.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know if it'd be even possible then. Because I know you have very little leeway with high jump.
I'm not even sure. I have no idea.
I'm not 100% sure either.
We see Wild Anaconda actually selecting power bombs here. As Janice said, he's going to be, starting out with an X Factor and then using 6 super missiles. So he's well equipped for this fight against Batuun.
Yeah, might as well just keep them selected for power bombing through the floor anyway. Oh, not
This is
quite
the one round, but still gets all the super missiles on him eventually. I mean, he came down to the last one, but he was fine. He had, charge beam and wave, and he could have easily taken him down anyways. Sparks right into the wall there.
I don't think full halfie is possible without high jump. I think the halfie is, though.
I believe the halfie is, yeah.
Because, I mean, he clearly went for one of the two.
Went for something that wasn't sparking into that wall. At the very least, sparking to the top of that room.
Yeah.
Fortunately, having the super missile here to get through that green door and slowly making his way through that eye door to Dragon. Now he does have speed booster, so he should be able to kill Dragon with just speed booster. But it'll be interesting to see. If he misses a couple speed boosters, then his health might get too low and he may have to use missiles here.
Yeah, he'll probably just do the X Factor and a couple speed booster, or a couple shine sparks. Normal kill. Yep, looks like that's what he's going for. I like Guru's little thing there. Full Wally.
And you can see that he actually missed, I believe, one of those X Factor particles. It's very hard to set up the same way against Dragon without high jump. And his health is like really low right now. Okay, he made it.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, it looks like he sparked over Dragon a couple times there.
He did. If he had sparked again, he would have died. So, it was good that he stopped.
Yeah, he hasn't saved because he's Wild Anaconda.
But he has defeated Dragon and reaps the reward of space jump, finishing off 2 tiles at once here. So now all he has to do is just beeline it to Plasma. He's a little over 100 health, so hopefully he doesn't run into any enemies here.
We have an update on Hilborn here, and he has a lot of stuff.
37 minutes. It looks like he's going to high jump, which is interesting. So that means he did do wreck ship early.
Yeah, he has gravity. He has a lot of missiles. Yeah, he'll probably have to go to the ship at some point to verify counts. Or at least
looks like he's still collecting some missiles here as well.
Yeah, or get refills on bugs somewhere or something.
So what do we know he has?
He has high jump. He has gravity. He has morph ball bombs, obviously.
So speculating maybe those 2 things at the very least. I don't know.
He has at least 70 missiles.
Yeah, he has at least 70 missiles.
He has at least 10 super missiles, maybe 15. Probably, he has 1 or 2 packs of power bombs.
It looks like Wild might be able to sneak in a sub 40 time here. Indeed he does, collecting the plasma beam even, and finishing with an SRL race time of 39 minutes and 53 seconds. Congratulations to WildAnaconda69 for joining into the finals of the losers bracket here in the Super Metroid Double Anti-Bingo Tournament. GG.
Yep, very good race from Wild Anaconda. Once again, just not picking up anything he doesn't need. Not saving. Almost came back to bite him in that Dragon fight. That was close.
It was very close.
It looks like Abortion Shark did some testing, and Plasma Spark is not possible without high jump.
Well, there you go. And finishing also with the swag 69 missile count.
Of course. I'm disappointed he didn't finish with 69 energy too. That one would probably been a lot harder to manage, but
yeah, it's pretty likely.
Alright, so it does look like Hilborn is going to go over to the Norfair Reserve here. Yep.
So maybe
there's a
he's
missile
doing
pack
BLTR based on the few objectives that we know he has.
He can't do BLTR because he has to skip speed.
Oh, I see.
He was forced column 2.
Maybe he just went in there for the missiles. I don't even know if he took the reserve.
That was hard to tell. Yeah, those missiles aren't super out of the way, so you'd still think you'd want to pick up the reserve tank for maybe safety. I don't know.
It's very hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, we'll know if he ever saves, or not saves, but if he ever pauses and goes to his equipment screen. Okay, so it looks like Hilborn does have ice. So he did get Ice Beam and skip Speed Booster.
And I imagine he's got to be pretty close to that 100+ missiles objective at this point, collecting all these missiles in Norfair now. As long as he got a bunch of the ones with Brinstar along the way.
Yeah,
a lot.
by my count, he's at least 80, because I saw him at 67, and he's picked up 2 missile packs since then.
I've actually seen him pick up 3, I think.
Oh yeah, he picked up the ones that...
in Bubble Mountain, and then the 2 in the reserve.
Oh yeah, because there's the 2 in reserve, so yeah, 85.
It looks like he's going down to fight Croc for power bombs right now. Maybe you could pick up some of the missiles back there as well.
Hilborn also cannot do row 3. He cannot do row 3, column 4, row 1, column 5, or bot left to top right. Or column 3 or row 2. I knew I was missing a couple there.
There's like 7 or something that he can't do, I think is what we came up with. 5 of them are destroyed by Visit the Critters and Crateria Super Missile, not having Speed Booster. Again, he can do the whole blue suit thing if he really wants to, but I think that's too slow. So we're probably not going to see that. And then the other 2 objectives are knocked off by Finish in an Elevator, since he has to finish near his Spacer Charge, Ice Wave, or Plasma.
Yep.
And he's saying in the chat that he forgot 1 Brinstar Power Bomb. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm actually
Wild,
surprised. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we were expecting both people to get forced column 2.
I was surprised, but I
was too.
mean, it was still like a fairly long set of objectives.
Yeah, row 1
In
was
row
not
one.
bad by any means, but just those 2 tiles in column 2 locking out so much, plus all the collection.
Yeah, I think the 2 standout, maybe 3 standout tiles on this card were 40 plus power bombs, collect all 15 Norfair power bombs, and 100 plus missiles. Maybe fully explore the wreck ship. Maybe, because that can be time consuming. But if you pair it with other things that are synergistic, then it's not so bad. Like Wild just got all the missiles in the wreck ship, and that helped him towards his objective there pretty nicely.
Yeah, and collect the energy tank there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well if you're going to be in all those areas anyway. Yeah, column 5 could have been bad if there was... I mean, even destroy 2 statues. Column 5 is kind of all over the place too, but it's not the worst.
Column 5 is interesting for one reason, in that potentially with that column, you may not have to do Meridia or the wreck ship other than the map station. So, like, you don't have to get gravity to get to the map station. You might be able to find something synergistic. We haven't looked too much in detail. Maybe like something like row 2, and not have to visit either of those places.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. I always try to look for stuff like that. If you don't have to visit, wreck ship at all, that actually saves a fair amount of time, because you don't have to go all the way through the wreck ship after beating Fantoon and collecting gravity, going through the slow bowling area and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, obviously you trade off that for going to Lower Norfair. But if you're forced to do it anyways, why not make the best of it?
Yeah. Wow, that's quite a while, Wild. Not deciding until Charge Beam where to go. Yeah, I definitely think Norfair was the right choice there. A lot better routing.
I agree, because of the criteria super missile. I think that's the one that made it worth doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also nice for, like, moat and stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about CWJ. And it certainly gives you a lot more health for the Fantoon fight, so you can just kind of mess around. You get X factors from Wave. It kind of speeds things up a little bit there.
Yeah, it definitely makes the Batuan fight faster. I mean,
it
probably makes Fantoon faster by at least a bit.
It was just good that he could use it for multiple purposes there. Like,
it's true.
And also just clearing enemies along the way. Use it for Dragon, Batuan, and Fantoon.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, just a little bit of damage is always helpful.
Also helps with muscle memory, like how much damage do I need to put into these guys so I can just, like, run fast through these rooms and kill them along the way if they're in my way. It just helps. It's a nice comfort item, and it's not too much out of the way. So I have Hilborn at like 90 missiles right now. But it's really hard to say.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to tell. Yeah, he's definitely at 90 at minimum, I think, from what we've seen.
And it does look like Hilborn has decided to forfeit from the race, unfortunately. Maybe he said he forgot a Brinstar power bomb, so maybe he just doesn't want to go through the exercise of picking it up again. But
Yeah.
Let's get some cheers in the chat for both of these players and Hilborn for his participation in the tournament and making it so far in. Like, losers round 7 is quite the feat.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
make it this far in the tournament. And he had a good run in the winners bracket, too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and definitely be sure to give both these runners a follow.
Yeah, GG to both of these players.
Yep. So yes, Best of Ness starts tomorrow here on Speed Gaming. And then Sunday we will be having... Oh, Best of Ness will be on Best of Ness. That would make sense. Thank you, Feasel.
But yes, Sunday are going to be the losers finals and the finals of the Super Metroid Double Anti-Bingo Tournament. You're going to get a double whammy, back-to-back matches. It's going to be Wild Anaconda versus Feral 5X in the losers finals. And then it's going to be Stray Varus versus the winner of that match. And Stray Varus, since he has been undefeated in this tournament, if he loses the first match, there's still going to be one more match after that. So you might even get a triple, hat trick.
It'll be really exciting. I will be on commentary for the finals. I am super excited to see 2 to 3 amazing matches all right in a row.
I cannot wait. These are definitely the top tier players of this tournament. We got seeds 1, 2, and 3 here, so cream of the crop. Should be an exciting set of matches. And that's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. So make sure to be there.
Yep, so make sure to come back tomorrow. Well, over to Best of Ness for that marathon. There's going to be a lot of great runs there. And then make sure to stop by on Sunday. Watch the finals of this dad tournament. It's going to be a great weekend for runs. But I think that's all I have tonight.
Yes, I think that's it for us here. This is Alucard 2004, and thanks for joining me here on commentary, Janice. It was a blast. Had a lot of fun.
Yep, it was fun as always. And we will see you guys for the next couple missions and the finals for a while.